Okay, please.
Starbucks.
Oh.
Fancy Starbucks.
Oh, is this where we're going?
Yeah, Starbucks. You want to go to Starbucks or do you want to go to a cafe?
I actually was thinking we should go to a cafe
Okay.
instead of Starbucks. Rudy's music, SoHo.
Yeah, here we are.
What is that?
So this is one of the places. Rudy's is a guy that collects guitars, and their guitars are valued at a high amount. So this is the smaller one. The original Rudy's, I think, is in Scarsdale, or is in Scarsdale.
Can we go in after?
Yes, we can, but hopefully they're open by the time we are out. And here's the cafe.
It's a latest number. Cutaway is pretty rare. I haven't seen cutaways. It's nice. Really nice guitar.
I was at NAM. I think.
Maybe sit over there and wait for me.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
I was at NAM and I saw this company. I think it's called Sonophonics, and they're trying to recreate the Stronger. And
I mean, the problem is they don't have the wood. You know, it's all these companies trying to recreate it. I mean, you have the Angelico trying to make the Angelicos. What they do is they farm them out to single builders, but they're lousy guitars. They can't compare to the originals because they don't have the original wood. Plus, they don't have the know-how, the geometry. I mean, it's the know-how of how much to scrape in the end to get it to vibrate a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a tiny amount. It's not like anything sounds like.
this sounds really warm. It's not.
Stromberg is a great builder, the best builder in Boston.
How much? Ooh, 34,000.
Okay, please.
I have a D'Angelico 7 string, but the Vestex era.
No,
but
those
it's
are good. Vestec's good. Yeah,
but-
those are handmade pretty much.
yeah, it's the handmade one. It's not the mass-produced ones.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good.
Actually, tomorrow I'm gonna see if I can take it to Rudy and check it, so he can check it out. Because last year I came and he wasn't there because they were doing the Monte Cristo and D'Angelico, I think, the museum up in Long Island.
Yeah.
So hopefully I
Well,
get to
you
see
want
him.
to sell it?
I just want to get a price on it.
You can bring it here.
Bring it here. Okay.
Do that for you.
Then I was gonna visit tomorrow, but I was around the area and I was like, yeah, might as well come in.
Yeah, no, bring it here.
Yeah. Oh, I love
You want
this
to
guitar.
sell it, you can sell it. Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if tonight I'm gonna see John Pizzarelli and I'm gonna ask if he can sign it.
Nice.
Yeah. I love this one. This is a Stromberg. Is it a Super 400? Nah, it's a deluxe. Boston. Mm. The sound of it sounds really good. And this is low actually. rhythm guitar like. And it's. So beautiful.
That, it's amazing. That's what you should try. That's super acoustic. This is an experienced instrument, so it's like amazing. Look at the wood, incredible. The recurve is brilliant. And it's just amazing. Check it out.
Like a violin, yeah.
Yeah, play it. It's amazing.
So Benedetto, 12,000, not that bad. That would be a nice song. Acoustically, I love it. And Benedetto pickups are amazing as well. So it's a maple flaming back, well, German maple flaming back, sides. So a German maple back with sides as well, spruce top, ebony fingerboard with Mother Pro and Abalone emblaze, yes, and bird's eye maple in the back. I would love to own one of these.
Guys, I should have never agreed to come in here. He's gonna try all the guitars. I'm scared. Well, I guess I can go look. They have different ones. Look. Why do they have... Oh. I have a lot. I don't even play guitar.
So, So this is a. Wait, where is?
Your phone?
Oh no, there's my thing.
Oh.
So this is a L5. This is Johnny Smith. Yeah, Johnny Smith from 1961, and it cost. But if I ever buy an L5. So we just got out of Rudy's. It was one of the best places, in my opinion, to visit in New York. Well, the SoHo store. We're actually going tomorrow to the one in Scarsdale, which is the biggest one that they have. Those guitars feel amazing. I'm gonna bring my D'Angelico and see how much it will go for, so they can praise it. It's a 7-string D'Angelico made by hand in 2014. By Japanese luthier. This is like the Vastex era of guitars. So hopefully I see how much my guitar is worth. And that'll be nice. Right now we're heading to the bus, to the subway. We're gonna go to Governor's Island today. Yeah, left. It was 2 blocks and 2 left. But yeah. It's been like what, a year?
Yeah.
Since I've been here?
A year.
Okay.
And I met you like 3 years ago? 2 years? 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. Okay.
Have fun! FaceTime me when y'all get there.
Period.
So we all fit?
I'm gonna text you my friend's name, Amani, so you can see if she's there.
Okay.
Have fun.
Bye.
Oh, she assault.
That was
Assault.
crazy.
See? Told y'all.
There's no cameras in here. Nobody.
No cameras in here, that's true.
You seen it. Go
Oh
on.
shoot.
Yeah, there's lives. Yeah.
Oh!
Okay, guys, we're taking the bus in the end. Yes, M15. No, they closed it. Everybody, we're going to South Street, Seaport. We're taking the M15 bus on Pike and Madison. Okay? And then we'll split you up into partners. Yay!
We just arrived at the Governor's Island here in New York. Wait, the sign right there. Currently docking. Such an amazing, beautiful view.
Ranger Chris, guys.
Afternoon, folks. How y'all doing this afternoon? Welcome to Fort J. Yeah, it's a little on the warm side. Then again, before I was here, I spent a year and a half in Savannah, so I think nothing phases me after that. So how many of you are joining us for your first time here today on Governor's Island? Raise your hands. Okay, a few of you. How many of you have never been inside Fort J before? Raise your hands. Kind of figured it'd be most of you. So what you're looking at first is a military fortification that was actually started after the Revolutionary War, before the War of 1812. So it's 1807 to 1811. That's the time frame when this is constructed. What you're seeing around you, however, is an 1830s redesign when they realized they don't need this for its initial purpose, which was one of 8 forts to protect the harbor of New York City. This is a time frame after we lost New York City to the British for 8 years, and we basically said, never again. So this was one of 8 forts protecting the harbor, 3 of which were on this island, 3 surrounded the island, and 2 went up the Hudson. Most of those locations are now National Park Service sites. Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty, Castle Clinton and Battery Park, Castle Williams, and Fort J. The other fort is South Battery, and the other 2 on the Hudson don't exist anymore. What you're looking at was the start of a United States military base where by the 1960s, over 3,000 United States Army soldiers and their families were living on this island full time. This was its own little village for the United States military outside of one of the busiest cities in the world at that time. Had its own movie theater, golf course, bowling alley, its own grocery stores, whatever it needed for the Army was on this island. At that time, this would have been officers' housing. So a United States Army officer would have been here with their families. It would have been 4 officers on one building, on each of the buildings. The only one different is this one here, where everything would have been on one floor and then a separate apartment above, unlike the others where it would be both first and second floor. When the Army left in 1966, the Coast Guard then is going to take over until 1996. The Coast Guard used it for the same reason, same purpose, officers' housing. In 1996, the Coast Guard are going to leave the island for the same reason the Army left in 66, 30 years before. Too much money's being spent here and not enough space. At which point then, the island, technically under the jurisdiction of the federal government, doesn't have anything going on until 2001, when Castle Williams, the other fort down there, and Fort J are declared national monuments. But in 2003, under former President George W. Bush, an initial agreement is made to make 22 acres of this island cared for by the Park Service, the other 150 acres of the island cared for by the City of New York. That is the Governor's Island we know today. That opened in 2005 to the public for the first time. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. Take a look all around you here. There are platforms and waysides you can take a look at, and if you're up for a little bit of a walk, up to see some cannons, you can go through that pathway there, up and take a left. Just please do not climb the wall. Please don't climb the cannons.
Do you have any recommendations on what we should see?
So what you're looking at with this island is itself where thousands of United States soldiers and their families would have lived on this island. Now keep in mind, most of these families are moving around every 2 to 3 years. And they can move anywhere from California to Texas, from Texas to Virginia, from Virginia to New York. I somewhat know that because I myself am a military kid and I did exactly that. And there was never any telling about where you were moving off to next. So imagine you're making friendships, you're going to school, you're doing great, and then all of a sudden you get orders that your parent that's in the Army has to be sent elsewhere. So now you're the new kid. Now you don't have those same friends. This is the time frame, of course, also when social media isn't a thing. You don't really have a way to keep much in contact with others unless, of course, you are writing constantly in between. And that is the life of a military family back then. Anyone here have military family by chance? Raise of hands. So probably at least a few of you know the same thing. Moving around all over the place.
So what do you imagine the vibe was here? That everyone's like on an island together, it's very small.
In particular, for most Coast Guard and Army, they come back very often, and the biggest thing they talk about is how much they loved being here, and this being one of their favorite places to be during their service or during their parents' service. They talk very fondly about their memories here. They come back very often and they ask us, is this building still around? Is this school still around? Is this church still around? Because they want to show these pieces of their history with their children, their grandchildren, maybe even their great-grandchildren. I've had people come back to us who they were here in the 60s in the Army, and they met and got married on this island, and they're showing around 3 generations of their family, trying to ask, where's the church that they got married at? So, well, there were 3 churches on the island. There were 3 churches on the island. If you go just outside of here, you'll see a bunch of yellow houses. That's Nolan Park. That was the highest ranking house of the day. So that's where your generals, your admirals would be found on the island. There's a stone church right next to it, St. Cornelius. That church is the oldest one that is on the island. A little further down from that was the Catholic Church, Our Lady Star of the Sea. And there also used to be a synagogue on the island as well.
I was going to say, do we actually get to go inside the house and see the experience?
So, if you're here on a weekend at this time of year, these houses are under a lease by different nonprofits and galleries and groups through the city of New York. That they get to use that space to showcase different causes and galleries and different experiences. So during the weekend, those houses are open to be able to walk through sometimes. During the weekday, most of those things are not open. So come back on a Saturday or Sunday. That's when a lot of this island actually has a lot more going on. I definitely recommend it.
Thank you.
Are there any people that are not in the military that live on the island?
So the military left the island in 1996, so no one military is on the island anymore.
So it's just regular people?
But then again, no one has lived on this island since 1996, because when the initial agreement was made in 2003, 3 rules were given. Number 1, it's a public space for the city of New York. Number 2, no private residences. No one's lived here since 1996. No one lives here to this day, not even us. We take the boat back and forth just like everyone else every single day. Number 3, anything that does come onto the island has to have a cultural reason, an educational reason, or a recreational reason for being here.
Wow, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
For joining us today, folks. Hope you all have a good afternoon. Christopher. No, not sheriff. If anything, it's a ranger.
Oh, thank
Park
you.
ranger.
Park Ranger Chris.
You're welcome, folks. Thank you for joining us. Have a good afternoon and enjoy your day.
Thank you.